Hello, everyone. So today I was reflecting about a text in the Bible in Hebrews 4 that says that we have Jesus as a high priest who can sympathize with our weaknesses because he has been tempted in all things and he hasn't sinned. And that reminded me of a very important principle that we very often neglect in our Christian walk, which is to expect help from everything else but Jesus. It's like this mistake of not sharing our lives with Jesus, of simply forgetting or somehow, I don't know, just ignoring the fact that Jesus cares about us, that he wants to be our best friend. He wants to know how we're feeling like. He wants to know what we're going through. He wants to know what we think. He wants to know, what we want to do in the future. He wants to know how our heart is doing. He wants to know what our plans are. He wants to know whether we're having any difficulties. And he is there to listen, because he's supernaturally everywhere. He is eternal. He is not someone you couldn't talk to in the middle of the night. He's someone who is always there and is always ready to listen to you. And he loves us and he cares about us. So, I've made the mistake of trying and expecting that, well, if I had a romantic partner, if I had some friend who could help me in this situation, if I only had someone to confide in, or with whom I could talk about every aspect of my life, if I only received some kind of emotional support, then I'd be happy. But that's an illusion because Jesus is that person and he wants to be that person. And he wants our hearts to be his because he has bought us through his blood and he has redeemed us from sin. So don't fall into the trap of thinking that you need someone else or something else. We must find our full satisfaction, fulfillment, complete joy in Jesus alone. We don't need anything else. We don't need anyone else. We don't need any money, any success in work. We don't need anything like that. We don't need any other things that this world has to offer. We only need to go to Jesus and ask him for help. And he's always going to be there. And he cares about every aspect of our lives. He cares about how we're doing in college. He cares about how we are doing in work, whatever tasks and projects we're working on. He cares about everything that we're going through. So the next time you feel like you have no one to talk to Jesus. Talk to him. Pray to him. And he will be there to help you, to give you advice, to give you support, to give you comfort. Never forget that. Jesus loves you.